Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning. I'm Monday. We're back with some more Evolve Lab because I need to learn how to do more stuff, and this is the whole thing. I want to try to simplify stuff down a little bit, and we're going to try and figure out how to do all of that stuff. Just because I think I need to get back into the basic things, right? Learn all the stuff that I need to do and just go from there. Now, I got some great advice on just basically trying to make sure that all the stuff that I'm meant to do is meant to be separated out, you know? Don't focus all on one thing, on the same thing, and make sure you have an energy-based thing and then like a physical-based thing, because that's just going to do you a lot better. Kind of obvious, but you know, I'm not the brightest bulb in the box, let's put it that way. Haven't been plugged in yet as such. But yeah. Random. Let's just do some randoms then, and we shall start off. So, how are we going to do this? Now, I have been messing around with all sorts of cool stuff and things like that as well, and some of the different things that I do like, and I think it'd be a good idea to kind of end up focusing on is, I know I need something that has kind of like, approach, which that seems pretty good. And this is going to have a lot of strength, so you want all the strength-based stuff, so I think that's going to be something we need. So, like, approach, put a tentacle down, and... I think we should delay the tentacle on this, just because I think that's going to kind of allow me to hit them if we do get in there quite quickly, right? And then should we give myself a hammer? I think giving a hammer is probably a good idea as well, just so we have some range stuff. And then we're going to move on to this. I think I do like shield. Shields are pretty good. We'll put that in the second slot just because it is there. I think we need an energy orb because that's just not a pretty good thing to have. And then might as well stack some poison on it. And actually, I probably should have got the improved aim. Oh well. Increases damage by 1. Increased health of the action. It can't do it there. That's disappointing. I guess we'll start with some more bubbles, because bubbles work as good defense as well. Into combat! What have we got here? So, a guy with a shield and a hammer projectile. Hammer does 3 damage. Well, I guess this is probably the best? Maybe? Yeah, I'm going to be quicker than that anyway, I think, in most cases, and maybe I'll be able to do something. Because at least those two will kind of clash, and we'll still build up some other things as well, and then maybe we'll get poison on them eventually, and we can go from there. Maybe. We'll speed it up, though. But yeah, I'm really liking this game, like, quite a lot. It's kind of like a small little kind of, guilty pleasure of mine, and I end up kind of like picking it up every so often and be like, you know what, let's play through a few runs and stuff and see what I can do type game, right? There we go. I like the poison. The poison's really good. Man, that was quite a high danger level, apparently. We dealt with it very efficiently. Okay, next up, what are we focusing on here? We've got more approach. We can do a poison, boomerang. We don't need those on there. I think we do need tracking on one of these, the piercing projectiles. And I think they're really good to have because, like, you start applying that with bounce and stuff, and I think they're just, like, silly as anything. But I'm going to place it here because it gets more energy. I think that's a good idea. Put the tracking on it as well because I think that's also a good idea. Could have got the energy stuff, but we'll worry about that later. We will worry about that later. Do we want poison on this again or not? I think we just want to go with lots of strength. And then, like, just get, like, more approach and stuff, maybe? Or more hammers? Lots of hammers. Seems like a great idea. Plan can never go wrong. Oh. 4 hammers. That's a lot of hammers. This has got pierce, right? Yeah, so I think the hammers, like, get rid of, deletes anything upon inclining with them. How towards the enemy. Problem is, all this is going to do a lot of damage, and I kind of want this, and I got shielding on this as well. Let's just try it. I think this is the one where I probably am not going to have a great time, really. I'm just going to hope that I dodge all the hammers and stuff, and we Yeah, we didn't. Had a feeling. I didn't think I like either way that was gonna win that one in particular. I think we just got like some really bad rolls on kind of what I wanted. Energy. Just feel like that's always a good idea. Give me the tentacle. I think that's pretty good. Oh, I could have gotten the rebound there as well. Should I increase my speed on this one? Or give myself some spikes? I'll give myself some spikes, actually. So I think, like, that way I've got some, like, defensive options attached to these as well. This guy is going for a lot of projectile stuff. If I keep this for the approach, eventually we should get close enough to kill that guy. In theory, and we should keep a lot of defense to kind of do stuff. So let's try this out. There we go. The teleport ruined that. Yeah, I've noticed the teleport can be really annoying as well. It seems good, but you could get, like, really bad, yeah, let's go average. The random almost ruined me the last time. So what are we getting here? Wind up. Seems pretty good. Longevity to all my actions. That seems really good as well. Swift. All your movement actions have +1 duration. Speed. Gunslinger. All projectiles have +1 damage and 4 speed. Well, that seems great for Loyal Teddy here. And Glowy Dakota. Should I go wind up on this and like go pure tank? That's every 10 seconds, isn't it? What's this? Like every 9 seconds? Gunslinger on that might be a little bit too much. Swift would seem fine because they have a little bit more health and it'll really help that out. Guess Swift it is. Interesting. The bounce is set up on there. Poison could be a good idea on here as well. I think we should get the duration, size, economy on that, and I got 10. What else do I want in this? I guess we can maybe start putting some minions down, or should we just like this is the thing where I'm kind of like, oh, that needs a dash anyway. You need a dash, so you got approach. Bit of dash. Grow. Increases strength. Decreases creature speed by 0.5. Increases transition state time by that. Let's go for it. A child. And do we delay that as well? No, I don't think we need to delay that. The child seems a bit pointless, but I need to buy something. So this is where I'm kind of like, what would I do here? Anyway, first, before we make the decision on that, what do I want on this one? Should we get some other shielding or something? Or do we get the teleport? Or do we just get that? And I think the poison cloud could be somewhat useful. I'm like, I do want the lock-on, so it's fine. Let's reroll these, see what we get. A bubble, a boomerang, a mine. All again. Avoid. Grow again. Is double growth a little bit too much? I mean, I got good speed, so that kind of cancels that out on the first one. I think having an avoid would be nice, though. Just like to kind of compensate a little bit of stuff if I'm getting lots of stuff thrown at me. Approach, dash, approach, with lots of tentacles and stuff. That seems like a terrible idea then. I guess we're fighting like this. Just because I got a lot more health and stuff, and yeah. I'm liking all the mechanics and things. It's really interesting, although, like, I mean, think about some of the combos and things that you can kind of implement and kind of mess around with, and I think, like, the more times you can kind of do that, the better. Increase the speed on this, I like that idea. Let's give it poison as well, because why not at this point? Increases damage. I'm going to heavily invest into that and then try and get all the defensive stuff. A tentacle. Yeah. Is that a shrink? Oh, it's grow again. I was like, is that shrink? More tentacles. So I got 4 tentacles on that guy, so if we can like extend them maybe as well, we can kind of like maybe keep it all going. This guy has just got shielding, so we're going this way instead. He's got dash, who's going to try and come at me with the whole spiky stuff, so... The main thing I want to do is just get the poison, because the shielding I probably wouldn't break through with the other guy, and at least this way I can kind of deal with the stuff. I'm learning the counters to things as well. Like, that's the thing I think that was the biggest thing, is when I realized that, oh, okay, so certain type of things counter the things, like poison counters the shielding and all that jazz, you know? Like, it's clearly intuitive, like, from the get-go and stuff. But again, like, my brain has to learn all this stuff, and I like the fact that I am kind of grasping it, and I like the idea of this game kind of on... Like on the start is very simplistic in a good way, right? I've never felt like I'm being completely overwhelmed with too much information or so much to do in that sense, and it really kind of works to the game's advantage because it suckered me in. In a good way, right? In a good way. Some extra health, or to go for more strength? Some more strength I think is pretty good, actually. Get some more damage up. So there's this person doing a child, and lots of childs, and just trying to do the avoids. So this is kind of where I'm like, what do I really want to do here? Do I want to try and just chase them down and try and tackle them? I think that's probably a good idea on this, and yeah, we'll try that. I think that was a good idea strat, because I should be able to deal with a lot of stuff coming close to me anyway, right? Let's just go for average again, try and get as far down with these two as I can. I would like to hit that level 10 so we can at least get all the challenges done with this guy as well. Here's my main thing, Venom with the poison. That seems like a great idea, but Charge. Charge is so good. Ninja. Pacifist is interesting, but not really. Yeah, let's just go for the Charged on that. So at least then, like, everything gets more damage, so it can at least kind of do cool stuff. And this guy... I think having a wind-up is actually kind of a good idea. It counteracts the grow and keeps my speed scaling up if we go for longer. Right? Ooh, longevity, though. Yeah, longevity seems great. Let's take that. Keep the... keep the tentacles going for ages. You can bounce around some more. That seems like a great idea. I would like that. More shielding seems also like a really good idea as well. My speed would seem great, but now increase that guy's speed and the shield. So at least I'm gaining shielding on that, and then we gotta try and deal with like a cleanse maybe at some point, if we can get one. Maybe. I think more spikes, because spikes seem like a great idea. They got another increase a bit of duration on them also, so might as well buy those for that area. And do I put the targeting on this? Or do we just go for another movement ability? Ooh, no. Giving, like, these the energized tag as well, because I'm going to be gaining energy anyway, is actually kind of useful after a cycle, right? And then we could have, like, some avoids in also, which we can put like that there, because they're also going to have, like, increased duration and everything else, so, yeah. That's going to be kind of interesting. Okay, this guy has got bubbles, nullifications, no cleanse, so I guess we'll go with this one instead, because this one will get annihilated by everything they're trying to do, I guess. Maybe. No. No, we go with this one, because I can't deal with the nullification stuff. This guy should just go straight in and kill him. I see a plan coming together. This guy doesn't need poison. It's just not necessary, really. Although I do think a delay on some of my stuff could be pretty good. Although just increase their strength, why not at this point? Like, more strength, the better, kind of thing. I do like that the shuriken don't actually have any damage on them. Like, that's such a good thing. And then, of course, based upon the damage, it throws more shuriken. And then you put the target on there and you can throw loads of them if you increase the damage quite a lot. That's a unique kind of thing to focus with if you get the opportunity to. What do you want to do now? Increasing the size of that I always do like doing anyway, just because I think that's quite kind of useful. Could get this more poison, but then I could do that with everything if I really wanted to. Do we just keep getting like more shots and stuff? Is that like a good idea, or... Again, like I'm thinking like that on there. I think we should re-roll here and try and get something better, right? The thing is, do I want the upgrades or do I want like other stuff? Let's try the modifier reroll. Yes, and then speed or damage? Or size? Actually, increasing the size again is kind of like the whole point. I want it to hit as many things as possible on the screen. Oop. I don't think I spent all my gut things. I guess I'll have to look at the replay on that. That's probably me being an idiot. And then I panicked and just went straight into a fight with no sort of like actual plan. Oh, that was my own dumb mistake on there. I should have read what I was doing. Oh well. Oh well, indeed. Well, we'll increase that. Don't need the energy, but it could be interesting still. I've got all of that stuff. Starting putting a bunch of nullifiers will be really good against energy stuff, I think, with this. Right, and then just get lots of HP and stuff to focus on kind of beefing this guy up as much as possible. And we'll go average, jump in, ninja, which increases my speed and also reduces the transition time. Or do we go health, colossal size, all actions at +2 size, increase transition time by 0.25. That does not seem great. Juggler. Or spiral. I think ninja here, just because the extra speed is useful and the decreased transition time. And my size being decreased isn't that big of a deal either, really, when you think about it. Again, I'd like kind of like this idea of just getting more energized stuff, because that's good. I increase my health though first. Because having the energy that I will get later, and then we can just like get another grow, I think. Because with the longevity and this, no. Maybe not. Increase action speed, so it lasts longer. Increase size. To copy an item in the shop or in inventory. The copy still costs DNA points. Okay. Yeah, I think it's a good idea just to try and might as well use that energy that I'm going to be getting anyway. Oh no, that was on something else. Yeah, I picked something different, didn't I? What am I thinking now? My brain really is fried. I was thinking of two different things. I was thinking like the scaling would be useful, but straight FA, the nullify did the actual thing I needed to. So we just need more of those, really, more than anything else, right? More nullifies. So I should be rolling more greens if we don't have anything else, but more strength, more health. That seems like a really good idea. We'll move to combat and just fight. I'm a small little dude. I don't think that was a victory. It must have been like the fraction of a second that I kind of got them before they got me thing. That's interesting and funny. Health. I could get the energy now, but... Nice. Harm. Yeah, we'll take the harmless. That will just keep us going anyway. Try and get as far as we can. The ram. Extra speed. Interesting. Swift again, which increases all the duration and gives you 1 speed. Hybrid, which is kind of nice. It'll give a mixture of everything. Brute, though. And increases transition time. No. I'm thinking just Swift again. Because, like... the movement type duration is kind of good, the swift and the HP and things, and that's kind of, yeah, like the longevity on those is really good. Increase that, could increase my speed, we don't need to worry about it. I would like more spikes, get spikes on the top bit, and these are being reduced down as well. Yeah. Just rush them down. Do as much damage as possible. That is the plan. Could go more hammers. What else do you want? I guess more attack. No, okay. We want to start looking at some nullify things, because otherwise I might have issues. I don't know if I can get them anymore because this guy's dead. That is the other thing. Oh, a cleanse could actually be pretty good. So let's pick that up. Need to have something as well, right? And what else do we want? I got all the spikes. They're all unique, right? Yeah. Could get some avoids. Could get approach. I could get another dash. Could be actually pretty useful. Ah, no, I can't get another dash because I've already got other unique movement types. You can only have one. Interesting. I like the fact you can undo this. The only thing I wish you could do is kind of like remove some of this stuff to change your build around a little bit, or like reorganize them. That would be kind of nice. But I can see why you wouldn't allow it, right? I get the mechanic of why you wouldn't allow it. I'm actually going to buy a shield. I think, like, at least it'll be somewhat useful still. Picking out that nullification was probably the best thing I ever did, even though I don't get another one. Yeah, I guess increase my strength again. Seems like a good idea. I think I can out-damage most things. Let's do a general refresh first. More health seems a good idea. We're at 38 health. We can pretty much just rush stuff down and try and kill them with damage and stuff. Ouch. Man, that was an interesting build I saw there. Like, really interesting. Yeah. Chloe Dakota, I think you did really well there. It's really, really interesting. Let's do a more complex run and see what we can do from there, because I would like to figure that stuff out. And we should be able to unlock the crab, the hermit crab. We can test that out as well. And we'll do one of the other ones from Robos 3. Let's do that. So, let's start off with the standard, and then get myself a hermit crab. One of each, so we got a few different things. And then, what does the hermit crab actually do? So, movement in a straight line, in a random direction, change every 3 seconds, cool. Doubles the effect of positive modifiers and stackable modules on this creature's actions. Can only have 3 actions in each state though. That's kind of cool. And you've got this kind of like modifier stuff. Okay. To the harmless, and let's just jump in. Rage, unique. What does this do? The creature gets -2 state transition over to combat. Only gets used if the creature has 50% less health. I'm gonna use once per combat. Interesting. That is kind of cool. Convert is interesting as well. I guess with this one, this will be kind of like a strength-based one with some speed. This guy is going to be the energy guy. That's what we're going to focus on anyway. So, add a shield. The creature or action with a shield takes one. Oh, just adds 1 shield. Okay. So hang on a minute. What? Oh, adds the shield to the thing. Okay, that's a modifier. Cool. That is actually kind of cool. And adds poison. Dolphin, target, poison. Just because I feel like, why not, right? Energy. I could put the shielding on this then, couldn't I? Would like to put the target on as well, but yeah. I think, ooh, can't use that on there. Okay, interesting. I'm figuring stuff out. Oh, I can give it on this, though. Gives that shielding, then, I assume. Yeah, that gets one shielding. That is kind of interesting. And I could just give that lots of health. Why not? Make its action size bigger? No, surprise, because it just spawning randomly is a lot better, I think, overall. Now, do I go boomerang here? That'd be kind of cool. I think increasing my strength to start with on that is just a good idea. And then throw all the hammers. That is not doing anything, so we can just check anything at this and we'll be good. I guess we'll just do the dolphin because it's targetable. And maybe the dolphin will hit them eventually and deal like some poison. There we go. Done. Poison dolphin. The deadliest creature of the sea. Oh, no, my thing now was thinking of Davy Jones and stuff like that, being like, I hate this. I don't know why he comes out Scottish. The feral beasties. Ooh, more hammers. Yeah, let's just chuck more hammers at people, why not? I like the idea of that. Battle Dance. 5 damage. Next has 5 strength, increase for 1 each enemy action. Kind of cool. Don't care about that, don't care about that, and our shielding doesn't make a difference. I guess we're just gonna keep putting these guys up. Like, summoning more of those seems like really good, except this has got more health at the moment. What else am I going to put on this? Avoid? Do we want to go avoid? Just like, yeah, let's just do some avoidance and throw hammers. That seems a great idea. And here, this is kind of where we want to just like overload like one particular thing. This does have health. I could increase its that. I could give it a shield, which just seems rather pointless, really, to be honest. Like, I don't need to have anything else. A trident, though. Projectile solid. What does a trident do? Ooh, it stops me. Deals damage for each action that the enemy used while this duration was active. Deals true damage. Okay, that doesn't need to worry about true damage, but that's kind of interesting. Right? Actually, increasing the speed of the dolphin seems like a good idea, right? I think that's a good idea. Decreases the current selected action size by half and all stats modules. There's a copy of it and copy of it to the next and previous state. Huh. So will this give like 2 actions? Like, do I put it in here and here, or does it just put it in here? Well, might as well test. It does put it in both of them. That is very unique and nice to find out. Now I have some very interesting super dolphins, and that is a law, which will be very annoying, but that is fine, because I guess we'll just have my toxic dolphins steal everything. Oh no, that dolphin died. Like, dolphin, 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 dolphin. Now you did the poison, so this shall be gone. Yeah, I am liking like all the different mechanics and stuff that you can mess around with. Like, it was one of those things like I was debating on like what what the game was going to do with them all, right? Like that was the main kind of like concern or issue. I was like, that's one more of each. That's one more of each module that this action already has. No idea what that did. No idea. But I need to increase the speed, so increase speed. Just for the first one, so it's got some of that. Although they have like lost health and stuff, so that's the other thing we're gonna watch out for. And size a little bit down. But hey ho. Hey ho indeed. I guess you just upgrade the energy. And then give a pierce thing at the start. Just so we can maybe do something with that. And more hammers, because I don't have any offensive attacks for that. You're just going to throw a poison net at me. I don't like the fact you're doing that. And a poison net seems bad, so... Hammers? Hammers. Hammers solve everything. I think he's called Rusty Mac, and I'm just throwing. That's kind of funny. Didn't even intend it to go that way. Okay, so you can get the charge, because I think that's just useful for you anyway. I don't need to care about anything else, really. And plus one transition time. This gets plus 10 strength and energy. Interesting. Spawns additional tentacle. Whenever a tentacle is used, your tentacles gain 10 health. Oh, cool. That seems really interesting. Ninja, decrease size. Transition state time by 0.2. Dwarf. Only actually have -2 size. Power state and, what was it? Health anchor. At the start of combat, spawn an anchor in the middle of the battlefield. The anchor acts as a wall. The anchor will stay for 6 seconds for each anchor core. You can take the anchor. That is a brilliant idea, because that will just prevent you from doing else. Now, do I want to get the tentacle thing on here, or should we go power state, or should we just go ninja? And like, so I could just, yeah, go ninja on that, because I can get more hammers, and then we just get the hammers back quicker. That seems a great idea. They're all strength based, so increase this. And another hammer? I literally am going hammer build. That can go on target. I think that's a really good idea anyway. I think increasing its action size as well is another one thing I want. I do need to rebound on it eventually as well, though, which I do pick up. I think neutralizing the speed loss in those is probably more important to begin with. True action decreases the current select action and size and all stats. It has multiple. That's 2 of the same copies of the same thing. Okay, so we just go more poison things, I guess, and do it again. Do we do this one? I guess we do that one. Dolphin! They're very weak dolphins, but they apply 2 poisons, so who knows how this is going to go. And that's nullifying all energy stuff, and then a bunch of poison and stuff like that. Like the only thing is these are really slow dolphins. That's the only problem I have with this build. But if I just fire a bunch of hammers at you, I should be fine. Eat hammer. Oh, come on, really? Finally! 24 poison. I just need to get one hit in. One hit. Rusty Mac, you make me panic every single time. No, we got the Bouncy Bounce. That seems like a really good idea. I do need to start thinking about, like, their health and stuff. Like, that's the other thing. Like, saying that, we could just do more dolphins again. I'm gonna regret my decision on this later. I know I am, but you know, for now it is fine. Again, more energy for you. That seems like a really good idea. And I guess I'll put a mine down. Why not? Just a random mine. At least spend it while we can. Tridents, no hammers. Like, dude, I'm making a hammer build. Like, give me hammers. That's all I want. It's just more hammers. If I ain't got more hammers, I guess we'll do some tridents. How about that? One trident there, one trident there. What are you doing? Oh, bombs and stuff. I guess I'll just stay away from you and let dolphins kill you. How about that? That's a great idea. That anchor is so good at just stopping things charging this guy, and I get to summon all the dolphins I want for the first 6 seconds. That's actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Get the speed on him. Split the action again. I can't split the action. I can times it by 3 though, so let's do that. Lots of early game dolphins. Okay, Spiky Pepper, what are you doing now? What is the plan here? Combo. Yeah, that seems actually really good for this. It's targetable, it's going through the whole thing. We can look at nullifying stuff. Ghost energy seems... Yeah, a lore actually is probably not that bad. Stop stuff hitting me first. And I don't have any hammers. Why don't you give me hammers? I like more hammers. I could split the hammer. I guess I'll take a reroll here to try and actually get something useful on this guy. Hammer. A hammer, a hammer, a hammer, a hammer. Let's go. And what else do we want? A bounce on the hammer. Do you want a bouncy hammer? Does a bouncy hammer do anything? Probably does. But no, I think we probably should get some defensive tools, right? So let's just get a tentacle to start with. At least then we might have like other cool things to do. This guy randomly spawns stuff. He's got a lore as well. And doing all that stuff with poison. Has a fair amount of health. I think just dolphin it. Oh, I just think I'm dead, yeah. That's a shame. Teleported straight into my area, at which point that was kind of the thing that ruined me. Because, like, you could spawn all the stuff my side. I swear that sometimes the random luck on this just really punishes you in a negative way. Tentacles. Generator. That could be pretty good, but I guess we'll just take charged again, because double charge seems great. And do we just take ninja again on this? So I can keep throwing hammers on repeat, or do we just take the tentacles? Let's take the tentacles, right? At least I'm gonna get like more of them. If I can't get hammers, we'll get tentacles, and we'll just use tentacles instead. Increasing health on this seems like a good idea as well, although with this, I want this and this, right? Ooh, adds it to the inventory. Oh, I still gotta buy it. Interesting. Interesting. I'm learning so much today. That's a unique thing. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool that you can kind of buy stuff and put, or that it stays in there and you can buy it whenever you want to. That's actually pretty cool. I like that idea. Well, this guy's dead, so I don't know how much I can get that. But I think, like, tripling this action anyway is still pretty good, even if it does lower all the damage and stuff. Because I still got all cool things and splitting it out, so we have more of them. I should have probably gone for this one, to be honest, but yeah. And... grow? No. Increase the speed. Should have done that beforehand. They're gonna throw hammers at you. Guess that didn't work. That did not work. But I think I'm finding out all the cool stuff, like, little bit by little bit, and sort of, like, how you can pull stuff together. And I like the fact that I'm kind of getting a grasp of it as well, right? Because, like, I think there's quite a lot of stuff that you can do that is kind of really cool and interesting with this, and... it's that kind of thing of, like, ouch, just the ghost hit me and I die instantly. But it's also trying to figure out, like, what the best course of action is for all of these things and, like, what you can do. one day I'll have like a really good run. It'll be like amazing, and I'll sit there and be like, I broke the game. I don't know how, but I'm still enjoying this. I think it's one of those ones where it's like, I like picking it up, doing a few runs, and then coming back to it a bit later and having a think, and then coming back to it later, and just repeating that process on ad nauseum all the time. Yeah, but there we go. Again, we're still learning, we're still picking things up, we're getting more and more interesting stuff as well. But again, if you do enjoy these videos, do leave a like, subscribe to see more, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care.